Hello and welcome on to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be another quarterfinal series from the IET, which I believe was played in March. Well, this is what happens when I, take it slow in casting. I just tend to forget the details on the specific tournaments, but, yeah, I believe this is actually the final quarterfinals, so, we finally get to see the last two players that were invited. It is going to be Infi spawning in as the teal human player on the bottom left, and we will have, let's just see, Yumiko spawning in as the red human player on the top right. I just forgot to switch my mouse again. But yeah, human mirror. I believe this is the first mirror we had in the entire IET, so yeah, that's probably that. Actually, I'm trying to remember if it is. Yeah, definitely sure that this is the first mirror. And of all things, it's gonna be a human mirror. Oh god. We've seen human mirrors quite a lot recently, or at least on the channel. Probably due to my poorly selected series of replays right there, but oh well. Either way, Archmage start for both players. It does look like Yumiko started his Archmage a little earlier, but I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to differ that greatly. I mean, in order to get that early Archmage, he did get a rather late barracks, so Infi will get his first footman out, while Yumiko will get his Archmage first. So Rock Golem camp start for Yumiko. I think it might be the similar start for Infi, just because you get probably the most reward out of this camp when you start it. Maybe it could be argued by like starting with this merchant camp or maybe this mercenary camp, but I think I prefer the Rock Golem, and obviously a lot of people do too. Tome of Experience actually being dropped right there, it's probably seeing the reason why some people actually prefer that as well, because the 300 experience can be dropped, but then again it can also be dropped in the mercenary camp anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Giant belt of ogres, no, giant belt, belt giant strength +4 has been picked up, and the boots of Quel'Tha Lost. So I think the giant's belt might be more valuable than +6 agility, mainly because, well, anyone can benefit from health, and Archmage don't really benefit from intelligence that much. Well, I guess, well, maybe not. I mean, the increase in damage is always helpful, but Archmage would like to stay alive in the later game, so yep, I can see Yumiko keeping that +6 strength for a while. And all Overseer camps have been cleared out from both players. It does seem like Infi is a little late, but that's generally because he had a later Archmage, and thanks to that thanks to that experience tome, Archmage for Yumiko able to get to level 3 before Infi's, and Yumiko has yet to tick up. Neither has Infi as well, so this might be looking like a first expand instead of tick, but we shall see soon. Neither player has gone to clear out their respective gold mines, so it's gonna take a while. Nope, it's gonna be a keep instead for Yumiko, and Infi was looking to clear the Ogre Magi camp, I believe, but will be forced to try and defend his base. Oh, there we go. Was running past his opponent, but there will be the beginning of the start. Will that footman be taken down? Probably not. No boots on the Archmage, so he will not be able to catch up with that footman. Meanwhile, Yumiko got himself boots for his own Archmage. Was able to pick up +6 claws, I believe at the Knoll Overseer camp, so yep. Pretty nice pickups from Yumiko actually. This game is pretty much favoring him. I mean, not only did he get +6 strength, he got the +6 claws as well as the Tome of Experience, just working out very nicely for him. And Infi did also go for that keep tick, seeing as I think he really wanted to go first expand, but because Yumiko is playing like this, playing really aggressively, maybe taking up is probably the best option. He is going to be severely behind though, since, I mean, there is a discrepancy between the tech progression. Arcane Volt also being placed down for Yumiko. Infi has yet to place that down. Armor supply is 32 versus 33, pretty much even for both players. I think anyone buying the mercenaries will even it up. Yumiko did pick up that Shadow Priest, while Infi picked up that Berserker. Shadow Priest will be taken down, so it's pretty much not that great for Yumiko. But yeah, this Rock Golem camp, half health, but both players are running away basically. We do have a couple of footmen chasing after Entry's Archmage, but one was able to be taken down. But Yumiko still not phased about that. He is going to press on. We have a lot of footmen back here, but I mean, well, I don't know what point I was going to make. They're not going to be able to chase down the Elemental, I'm pretty sure. Archmage really needs his boots of speed. He will get it, TP out as well. He's actually going to TP to the footman right here and finish off this Rock Golem camp. Could even hire up the remaining mercenaries. +3 strength, greater healing potion as well has been dropped. I think the Archmage seriously needs to pick that up. There we go. Yumiko has shown himself a panda. Circlet of Nobility has been dropped for some reason, so the panda could potentially pick it up. This is not looking good for Infi. He probably needs to be forced to TP out because he already used his TP staff, and the panda did pick up that free Circlet of Nobility. The Archmage did reach level 4, and he will now start retreating. No footmen were actually lost, I believe. But again, pretty nice for Yumiko to trap his opponent right there and reveal that the panda was going to be the second versus Infi's second hero, which is going to be a Mountain King. Double Sanctums being placed down for Yumiko. No Blacksmith to I guess spot. Double Arcane Sanctums for Infi as well. I don't think, yeah, the time's not really that different anymore, so maybe the early game, the early tech wasn't that much of a deal. We do have both players actually clearing out the opposite sides of the Ogre Magi camp. We could potentially also have an expand coming down, since we do have militia from both sides. We also have an Ivory Tower placed down over here, so yep, it could definitely end up with an expand. The item is going to be +9 claws. Very good item to try and compensate for Yumiko's items as well. The panda did reach level 2. He's actually very close to level 3 as well, so he's really getting way up there. If he can outscale against that Mountain King, it's going to be very good. And I mean, the discussion between Mountain King versus Panda has always been, I mean, discussed over the years of Warcraft 3. I think I generally would prefer the Mountain King because, like, he probably has a very good single target burst damage, as well as he has the potential to set up kills. He can like pick off a single unit and lead into more advantages. Panda, on the other hand, he's more like he's more area of effect damage. I mean, he also relies heavily on mana compared to the Mountain King, I think, because he does seem to do well when he gets that Drunken Fire combo going. He does have a Robe of Magi, which is probably significant because the Panda will have a lot of mana very early on. Now, TP Staff will be used. This is also one of the reasons why Mountain Kings might be picked, because they could also interrupt that TP, but fortunately that was not the case. But either way, Panda is at level 3, so hopefully once he gets to either level 4 or level 5, he'll start to do damage. I mean, he's already doing damage, but he will eventually become obsolete once Spellbreakers come into the mix, and Infi has started on his Spellbreaker production as well as Yumiko. Armor supply of 45 versus 50. Infi did actually overtake his opponent, but I think the heroes might favor, actually no, never mind, it's now being pretty much balanced out. Level 3 on the Mountain King. The Panda kind of slacked off a little bit, but that's fine by him. He will have a couple of good items. Amulet of Spell Shield actually being picked up right there, so could have the potential of negating that Stormbolt. That is if the Mountain King actually wants to fight or tosses Stormbolt at the Panda. I'm pretty sure he would want to toss it on a Footman. There we go. Hilarious Fluid of Accuracy actually being picked up by the Mountain King as well. I believe it was from a Troll Warlord camp, so probably a mercenary. It's actually going to benefit the entirety of Infi's army, besides the Mountain King himself. We do also hear... Okay, this Null Overseer camp will be taken out. Gloves of Haste will be the item dropped. I'm pretty sure that the Archmage would benefit from it more than the MK. Oh wow, very nice Breath of Fire, taking down 3 footmen consecutively. Uh-oh, here we go with an attack from Infi. He does have quite a lot of elementals out. He has the full 3 elementals, but forcing Yumiko to use that TP scroll, Breath of Fire, dealing some damage, but again, it's just once he reaches level 5, that's when he can do a lot. Yumiko hiring up a Zeppelin as well, so he really wants to just stick around for fights. But Infi's not gonna go for it. He's actually gonna go for another red creep camp, I believe, on the top left. This is this Troll Warlord? Yes, it's Troll Warlord. I'm actually very interested to see which item will be picked up from there. And it will be another Amulet of the Spell Shield. Is it really good against an Archmage Panda combo? Who knows actually. Maybe, but like the benefit of AoE is it hits multiple people. It's negating it from like one of the heroes is not that big of a deal. But oh well. Yumiko actually losing momentum here. He has lost control of the map, sort of. He's lost, well, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea how to describe this. I think he's losing more creep camps to his opponent than he is taking it himself. He is going to claim the top rock golem camp, but Infi is also going to take his own in the bottom. It's rather weird how both players go for the exact same camps but at the opposite side of the map. Infi will spot that this camp has been taken out with that Spellbreaker, and we do see 1-1 has been completed, 1-0 for Yumiko. So he is working on a +2 attacks. Meanwhile, Infi is also working on +2 attacks, so he is slightly above in terms of just having the armor ability, but armor upgrade. But we also have Devotion Aura for Yumiko. So I guess that kind of compensates for not having the armor upgrades, but very early TP coming in from Infi. Obviously he was notified thanks to that reveal early on. We did see that the Stormbolt was negated actually, so Infi did actually Stormbolt the Panda. I was not expecting that, especially since the Panda now has the +6 strength. And I think, yep, Infi did realize that Yumiko only has like 500 or 600 health on his Archmage. Meanwhile, the Panda has almost double I think he does have double actually. But yeah. Okay, Spellbreaker fight versus Spellbreakers. The frame rate is going down, but it's around 40, so I'm not too worried about that since YouTube only does about 30 frames per second anyway. But yeah, is that level 3? That is level 3 for Infi on his water elementals. Meanwhile, we only have level 2 for Yumiko, so there is, like I said, some differences over here. Mountain King is also very close to level 5. This is generally what I meant by losing more creep camps to your opponent than taking it yourself. The experience difference is just favoring Infi right now. But it does look like the army of Yumiko is pretty much hammering down on Infi. Yumiko able to get that +1 armor. Meanwhile, Infi was able to get that fully 2-2. Now the only way to get 3-3 is when he has the castle upgrade or castle tick, but he doesn't have that as to my knowledge. Level 5 is now being gained by the Archmage. Almost enough mana for another elemental. Probably a level 3 elemental would be very beneficial. But the Panda is nearing level 5 as well, so maybe you can have more impactful Breath of Fire. So you can see right there, it doesn't really do that much damage to those priests. They can just heal it back up, but I'm pretty sure level 5, the level 3 Breath of Fire will be very significant. There we go, level 5. Breath of Fire did hit, but it only hit the Spellbreakers, and the Spellbreakers are pretty much immune to that. Not sure why Yumiko is aiming it that way, probably just heat at the moment. But yeah, there we go, nice Breath of Fire right there. You can see more significant damage has actually been taken from those priests, so yeah. TP unfortunately will be coming in from Yumiko. He saw there was... oh wow, he actually... I did not see that. Apparently Infi slipped a couple of Spellbreakers in and tried to just take down the peasants of the Expand. I'm actually wondering if there were any towers to begin with. Maybe like 1 or 2, but these Spellbreakers look like they were able to handle it. And I want to see if Castle Take is a possibility. It does not look like it. Priest Spellbreakers just more popping out. 72 versus 64, so Yumiko has fallen off. Not completely, but just he actually has still. And I mean, it was a really long fight, I'm pretty sure, and both players kind of suffered. And yeah, Infi's just gonna go right after that Expand once again. Level 5 on the Mountain King. He does have a Sobi Mask as well as the Gloves of Haste, as I said before. We'll be able to try and dish out as much damage as possible. You can see his mana regen is just incredible actually. On top of that, level 2 Brilliant Aura, we can see Breath of Fire just half healthing those priests. We did see the Stormbolt being attempted on the Panda again, but thanks to that spell, the spell shield was able to just negate that fully. Scroll of Healing has been used. I believe that was a Scroll of Healing. I don't think those priests can heal that quickly that much, but we have a very nice concave going with Yumiko's Spellbreakers, but unfortunately they are only concaving against that elemental. Level 6 has been gained on the Archmage, and Mass Teleport has been picked up for Infi, so that might be severe for Yumiko, because Mass Teleport is now available. That's on a map like Twisted Meadows, where it's such a big map. That is pretty important to have, because you can just force your opponents to be on one side and then just attack on another. You can see even a Spellbreak moving out by himself just to act as something to teleport to. We also did try to see that one over there, but yep, just completely pushed away. Now this one has passed a couple of Spellbreakers, but it has been completely ignored. I would imagine a Mass Teleport coming in very soon. Will Yumiko actually react to this? I have no idea. There we go with Mass Teleport from the Archmage, and there we go, 16 units just instantly moving towards the back of the base, and the benefit is that, I mean, Mass Teleport is such a low cooldown, so low mana cost, that you could just TP out, but nicely done by Yumiko, forcing those arcane towers to attack the Archmage. Now he doesn't have enough mana for the Mass Teleport. He does have a TP scroll though, so he will be able to do that. Now we do have the same thing coming on at the main expand for Infi. We did have a couple of Spellbreakers just dealing economic harassment. TP scroll will be used by Infi, and GG from Yumiko actually rushing down the keep. That will be game for Infi, and very nicely done from him. Actually, I was very impressed by his play this game. Let's just speed this up. Yeah, just he played really solidly. Not much more I could say about that. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. I will be casting game 2 just next. So yeah, stay tuned for that.